Hey, so I am back in school and I just thought that I just film a video um, outside this time. I'm actually on my campus and I don't care if anybody knows what this school is or where it is. I don't care if I'm like, I don't care if I'm revealing myself or anything. I don't care. But anyways, so yeah, it's really nice out actually, and this is what I'm wearing. If you can see, yeah, just like it's still windy, so I got some sweatpants on and just like this shirt. But anyway, so a lot has been happening um, since I've gone back. So I don't even know where to start. I is it is a lot different. Um, as you guys may or may not know, I'm a graduate student now, so things are a whole lot different from undergrad. Obviously, one of those things are like I think I'm taking. I think I'm taking my major and my studies a lot more seriously since I'm like a graduate student now. Um, I think that's just because like the nature of graduate school and like it's you I don't know how to put this, but your like career ambitions are taken more seriously. I don't know, like it prepares you for the career in your field a lot better, I'll put it that way. And so my whole mindset and my whole attitude has changed for the better, even though like it has been kind of a rough start, to be honest. So far, like I really don't see the difference. You know, it hasn't been like too much like I thought it would be. Like I thought it would be like absolutely drowning in like readings and work and whatnot and papers and stuff, but that hasn't been like the case so far, thankfully. But it's still been kind of a rocky start. I think that's just every like semester for me, like the beginning of every semester for me, because you know I have to adjust. And I graduated, I think in 2021, I want to say. So I've been out of school for a few years. So yeah, it's been kind of a rough start for me, but I'm adjusting a lot better. Anyways, what I want to talk to you guys about, um, I've been like a lot more involved on campus and just like in like some of the activities going on, especially when it deals with, you know, like career stuff, like um, internships and networking. I'm trying to be a lot more involved with that, unlike when I was in undergrad. So I don't know where to start. I joined a chess tournament. So I originally wanted to run track, right? I don't know if I talked about this. I know I talked about wanting to run track, but when I went back to school, I wanted to join a track team, right? That's not going to happen. Like, for some reason, it's like for graduate students, I don't know, like they don't have a track and field. They have, what's it called? The long distance. I'm trying to think of the name. Cross country, but no track and field. So they have intramural sports. And so chess is one of those intramural sports. And so I just, you know, it's kind of like a take it or leave it thing, because I want to like be involved in something other than academics. Like I've been changing a lot of things since being here. Like I said, my whole mindset has changed, and one of those things is like taking care of me and not prioritizing, you know, school all the time, because I did that throughout most, if not all, of my undergrad, and it's just not healthy. And when I attended new student orientation last month, it was last month, we're in September now, to keep track of my months. But when I attended new student orientation last month, that's one of the things they talked about is like, you know, not pulling all-nighters and make sure you get enough to eat and sleep. All the things that I honestly didn't do in undergrad because it was just like study, grades. Like I did whatever I had to do. I sacrificed whatever. Like I sacrificed my social life, my family, not my family life, my like, you know, like, well, that's part of the social life, my spiritual life, my mental health, all of that, just so I could like try to get the best grades possible. And it worked out and it didn't work out. I would say mostly like I just don't want to repeat that. Like I want to be a different student this time, and I want to like make more better mature decisions for myself. So I decided like to get involved in other things other than academics, try to be like more well-rounded, try to take care of me above everything else. Still prioritizing education, but just like taking care of me first, and everything else follows, and that's how it's supposed to be. And I think it'll be better for me in the long run to maintain my GPA and grades and all that, if I'm physically and mentally healthy first and foremost. So anyways, yeah, so I joined a chess tournament. I believe it's October 1st, and it's gonna be in this pub. So yeah, my first chess tournament ever. Like I've only played online and with family and friends. I've never played like in a tournament, and this is just part of the intramural sports thing, so I don't even think it's, you know, not like a serious competition. But I mean, we'll see. Like I don't know, like I don't know, just hopefully I have fun and, you know, get something out of it. But I do like whatever I want to do, I like to compete seriously. So I don't know, like maybe I register for like a chess tournament. There's like, you know, the competition is a lot more serious, like you're competing for like cash prizes or for like rankings and stuff, you know what I mean. But for now, I guess this is just like to, you know, get a taste of what playing in a chess tournament is. I've been playing chess for most of my life, and so this should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I already like registered, signed up for like a team and everything. And for what I saw from like the roster, like there's 0 people have signed up, or I don't know, like registration started yesterday, I believe. So there's that. I'll move on to the next thing because there's like a lot to get to. I did run for, well, yeah, technically I did run for GSAC. It's basically like student government. I'm trying to remember what it stands for. Graduate student. Oh. Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry. In the next video, like I'll look it up and like let you guys know what it stands for. But it's basically like part of the student government body. I don't know. Oh, this is bad. But it's like running for student government, you know, like it's different positions. There's like president, vice president, just like actual government, but just like in student body form, like on a much smaller level. So I ran for that, and actually what happened was like I got an email from my program director, and so he was like emailing all the graduate students in my program saying like, hey, we need to fill a position for you know, for student government for GSAC. And so I'm like, okay, because like I've never done it before, but I was thinking about it when I was in undergrad. I was like, no, like study, grades, and I just wasn't thinking about anything extracurricular activities or anything like that. But now I was like, okay, now like I'm basically being given this opportunity, and so I'm like, you know, take advantage of it because I was thinking about it, and you know, now I get to do it, so just give it a shot. spoiler alert, I lost. I had to like submit a statement saying why I want to run and like introducing myself and why I think I would be the best candidate, blah blah blah. So if you guys want me next video to like record my statement, because he said it had to be 5 sentences, really really short, and it's hard to like say all of that in 5 sentences, but I did it, but I didn't win. So he emailed me saying like, oh, sadly this person got the spot, but you can try again next year. I don't know if I'm going to try again next year. It depends on my course load and what's going on in my life, if I can set time aside to do that. But there's always next time. So moving on, I'm gonna move on to, I attended a job fair. I've been to a job fair before, but they had one at the school. So I went to that one. I didn't really like it because there weren't like, I don't know, like some people don't want to work retail for the rest of their life. Some people don't want to work at Jewel, and like, I mean, a job is a job, but for me, I want to have a job where I'm like, passionate about what I'm doing, and I like going to work every day. And yeah, so the job fair didn't work out. I mean, I went and I looked around and I was like, oh, it's the same kind of job fair like an undergrad. And I just wish they had like a bigger selection of like, I don't know how to put it, but I mean, when it comes to finding work, I'll do that on my own. I did sign up for Handshake, which, if you don't know, like, it's kind of like, well, it's like a job site. Like, you create a profile and then you get notifications about job opportunities. And I've been getting some notifications in my student email. Oh, I'm sorry. There was a bee. I was trying to wave my phone at it. Sorry. If I knew how to edit, I would edit that out. But sorry. I wasn't having like a seizure or anything. Anyways, I'm outside, so there's like a lot of insects. Okay, so Handshake. So I've been receiving some job notifications, and they're about like, things I'm interested in, like things in my field. So that's relevant to me. So I've been paying attention to it. Like other job notifications, I don't pay attention to because it's like, it's not what I'm interested in doing. So yeah, okay, next thing. What else? I joined a club. It's called, it's a government club. And this, I haven't been a part of a school club since like high school. So going back like what, a decade now. So it's been a minute. So I missed the first meeting, unfortunately. So the next meeting, I think it's at the end of this month on the 25th. So I just emailed, like the club, the people who run the club, and they emailed me back saying, I can attend the next meeting. I think they're gonna have an internship fair, which sounds pretty interesting. Sounds like a pretty good club, and seems like they have some good connections. They did resume building from what I heard for their first meeting, so I'm so sorry I missed that, because I have plenty of copies of my resume, which I did take to the job fair, and I always carry those on me. And so I have my resume, it's updated. I edit it every so often. Like, I'm gonna have to edit it soon since I'm back in school, so I'm gonna have to add my current college to my resume. But I'm thinking at this club, for this specific resume building, it's probably more tailored towards like people who want to get into politics as a career, like tailored towards that. So, or I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Or maybe it was just like a regular resume building workshop, just like discussing the basics of, creating a resume and stuff like that. I don't know because I wasn't there, but hopefully, the next meeting is eventful and productive, and I enjoy that. So yeah, I'm part of the government club. And yeah, it's a lot. Like, I gave my first class presentation, and like I said, I haven't been to school a couple years, so I think I did good. I hear some feedback from my professor. Sorry about the background noise. I do really like the school. If you've already figured out what school I'm attending, great. If not, great. But I'm still not going to give it out. But I do like my school. I really like it. The people are great. Like, the professors, like my peers and everything. Everyone's cool. And as far as like the course load, like I said, it's not too crazy. But there are some, I think like this semester I'm taking like 3 classes. So I think pretty much all the classes I'm taking this semester I've never taken before. So I'm taking this, one of my classes is political ethics. I don't think I've ever taken a political ethics class before, but some of the things that have been discussed in my political ethics class, I have like talked about in like as in undergrad, in my undergrad classes. So that was kind of familiar. What else? I'm taking like this class called research design. Also, I dropped one of my classes. Not the first time that I've had to do that, but I only do it when it's like absolutely necessary. And in this case, I had to do it just because there's a lot going on in my life right now, and I feel like I'm taking on too much right now. So I'm just gonna like take it back, like just kind of like feel this semester out. And of course I talked with my advisor and with my professor before I made the decision, because I just didn't jump into it and say, hey, I'm gonna drop this class and that's it. I didn't do that. I consulted with the right people first before I made that decision, which is the right way to go about it. And so yeah, like I feel like this is absolutely necessary for the time being, and they told me I could pick it up at a later semester, which is what I intended on doing. So yeah, I was given the okay to do that. It's done. Can't take it back. I don't feel like I'll regret that, because I did it before the deadline, so I won't be charged or anything for that. There's no penalty on my transcript or anything like that. So I went about the right way, dropped the class, pick it back up when I can. Still got 2 other classes I'm taking, but that was the research design class. And I was told it's going to be offered again next fall, so hopefully I'll be more prepared to take it. So that's political ethics, research design. What was the last class? I should be able to remember 3 classes, but like I said, I've never taken them before, so I'm just like off the top of my head, I can't think of it. But well, I have my syllabus in my backpack, but I don't want to open my backpack because I need like 2 hands and I don't want to set my phone down. But one of the classes, which I forgot the name of, we're working with a software which I've never worked with before. It's called RStudio. I don't know what the R stands for, but it's basically like I'm dealing with like a lot of analysis and like working with the scientific method, which I haven't worked with since grade school, so super long time ago. But since I did so many science fair projects, I pretty much have the scientific method, down pat. I mean, it's pretty easy anyways, like it's not super complicated, but so in these classes, like I'm applying the scientific method to like, you know, like to my studies. So yeah, it's just it's a new kind of software I've never done before. Like, you know, I've done Excel, I've done, you know, like other kinds of software that I'm familiar with, but I never worked with this software. So I've been kind of struggling with that too. But I'll get around to, like, you know, I just have to like practice with it. So I'm gonna do that. But I say, you know, so far, like I just have to get into my groove, I guess. I have to get into like, just have to get into it. So yeah, like, you know, I've been like adjusting, just trying to find, I don't know, find my groove. I don't know. Just, but yeah, I'm hopefully it'll get smoother as I go along. I got another 2 years to go, so you know, hopefully all goes well. I kind of did have a rough patch because I'm just trying to like get used to the way things run in graduate school. So yeah, I think I'll end it here. I don't think there's too many other updates. It's like, I don't know what time it is. I think it's after 3 o'clock. So I'm getting kind of a late start in the day. I was doing some other things earlier, not related to school, before I came to campus. And I had something to eat. And I had a lot to eat. So like, I know I showed my outfit, but like if my stomach was kind of bulging out, like just ignore it. Like, I don't even know why I brought that up. I'm not, but just ignore my stomach because like I ate a lot. I ate a lot of good food before filming this video, so. But yeah, I just want to like enjoy the weather more first, and before I get into my work, and then head back home. But it's gonna be like a pretty busy week, and yeah, I'm trying to see if I left anything out. As usual, I don't like leaving anything out. I don't think I did. I kind of have a feeling that I maybe left something out, just because, oh, I left new student orientation out, but I will do a part 2. I'll do I'll call it like a back to school, and I'll do this part 1, so I'll do a back to school video part 2 in the next one. But I have to end it now because I have to get busy soon, so until then.